Hello everybody and welcome to beautiful Montana. Check out my backyard. This is my view from the backyard. How perfect can this get? There's literally no humans out here at all. We have a straight shot view to the mountains. And look at all the snow! I know a lot of people really don't like snow. Here's the thing. I don't blame you. I know it can be kind of a nuisance, but if you're like me and you never really grew up with snow to begin with anyway, it's exciting. It's kind of a cool thing. I'm really excited about it. I'm sure I'll get sick of it because I'm gonna be here through the winter, but I love it right now. Here's what's going on right now. I am actually about to make some homemade butternut squash soup because when it's snowy out, when it's cold out, I'm like in my coat right now. This is my favorite coat of the moment, and I know it's covered in a million fuzzies. That's the bad thing about this coat. It attracts all of the lint in the world, but it's really warm. When it's this cold outside, all I want is soup. So I'm gonna make some soup and I'm gonna bring you along in this process. I've never made this before. I'm kind of just throwing things together. This is really exciting because Susan, Blake's mom, which is where I'm staying right now if you're just now joining us, Susan lives in Montana, that's why I'm here. Susan has an Instant Pot, and I've never used an Instant Pot before, but I want one so bad because I've only heard good things about this thing. The other reason why I want to make homemade soup is because we've been eating like crap. When it comes to moving and being so busy packing up stuff in the house, the last thing I wanted to do was cook for the last few weeks that I was in Vegas. And then when I was on the road and actually moving up to Montana, you eat lots of fast food and I just feel really nasty. And so I just want something clean and healthy, and butternut squash soup is clean and healthy. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And this place is kind of messy right now because we've been moving and then we had to like make room for like all of my stuff, so I apologize for the state of everything, but it'll get better, I promise. A few years ago, I got these really nice baking sheets at Costco. They're Nordic wear, made in the USA, and there's a 3-pack that comes out, I think, every time around Thanksgiving. So if you have a Costco membership, they should really be paying me for saying this because we all know how much I love Costco. These are amazing baking sheets. I highly recommend them. You can get a 3-pack of them at Costco during Thanksgiving season, so they should actually be out pretty soon if they're not already. And they've had them for like 3 or 4 years running, so they should be there. Highly recommend them. But anyway, I'm gonna get my butternut squash. Look at this hefty boy we got at the grocery store yesterday. I wonder how much this weighs. I don't know where my kitchen scale is, but it's a big boy. I also don't know where Susan puts anything, so we're gonna find our way around this kitchen. On the cutting boards. This is good progress. We're making progress. Gonna scoop all the guts out of here. Okay, we got our squashes all de-gutted, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here and some salt and pepper if I can find the olive oil. I found some. Bloop. Bloop. Now I need like a brusher thing. A basting brush. If you were a basting brush, where would you live? Hey, I have the world's fastest question. If you were a basting brush, where would you live in your house?
I would live, it should be there. It's either in the drawer just to the right of the stove or in that crock that holds all the, cooking utensils right next to the stove.
Oh, I see it. It was hiding. Okay, never mind. Woohoo! That was a lot. Okay. Cool. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 1 hour. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so the squash has been in the oven for about 15 minutes and I decided I wanted more vegetables to be roasted to throw in it. And so we're gonna look and see what else we have. Peppers. Also, some carrots. This will be good. look at how pretty all of this looks. And back in the oven it goes. Okay, so the alarm went off, so we're gonna take everything out of the oven and we're gonna start using the Instant Pot. I don't really know what I'm doing, so we're gonna see. Oh my goodness, that squash looks good. Okay. I think I did it. This came out and I had to kind of move kind of quickly because I was sauteing stuff. So this is one of the butternut squash sides. This is the other one. And I also scooped out an acorn squash. Basically, I did half of all the squash and then all of the other vegetables that I threw on here. This means that we're gonna have some squash available to us, not in the soup, if we wanna make something different. So, that's ready to go. So I just made some soup, and also Blake is calling, but here's the soup. It's really good, actually.
I gotta call him back in like another, like an hour or so, because he has like this briefing thing he has to do, but, he was talking to me, and basically he was saying that, he wanted to know, like, what I knew about the job and the career field and everything. And he was saying that there's a lot of auditing that they do. Like, basically, he said it's a lot of paperwork and there's a lot of, it's like all administrative stuff.
Right.
They have to basically send me to the tech school and everything. And then he says there's this, like, they call it a seasoning period. I said, so basically my schedule works is, you know, I work a few months and then I'm off for a few months. I'm off for a few months. I was like, is that going to work? Like, what are we going to do about that? We were talking about the deployment schedule, but then he had to go, so I'll find out more later.
Okay.
Yeah, I told him, I said, like, when I'm back, like, for those months, like, I'm not working. Obviously, I would be doing that. I said, like, I can only do so much off.
Right. It sounds like you just need to talk to him a little bit more, and then you can find out more details, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, I got to like do the tech school, obviously, and then he said when I become eligible for tech sergeant, then they will send me back to, like, he said it's like a tech school kind of thing.
Right, more training.
Yeah, more training, and then basically I get the stripe, which is cool.
Because that was one of the cool things about reserves, right? Is that you basically all of the promotions are like automatic. You don't have to test for them.
Yeah, as long as you qualify for them.
Right. I'm gonna eat my soup, but let me know if you talk to him again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna turn up the heat in this house because I am cold. Oh, my beautiful fire. I'm gonna sit right here. So basically, me and Blake were talking on the phone specifically about him joining the reserves and like what the status is with all of that. It sounds like we're still trying to figure out the schedule. He's not 100% sure on how often he's going to need to be working when he's home for the reserves in order to still be a part of the reserves. I don't know, it's kind of confusing because he's in a really interesting situation. Because he's on a deployment schedule for his civilian job, he can only work, he's gonna be out of the country for, you know, 4-ish months, and then he's gonna be home for 4-ish months, and then back and forth and back and forth. So basically, for his reserve stuff to work out, he's gonna have to work a very specific schedule, and we still don't know what that schedule is gonna be yet. I thought we'd honestly know by now, but we don't know yet, so he still has to talk to the squadron that he's going to be joining, and he's been in talks with them for a little bit, which is good. It sounds like things are working and things are, you know, being accomplished, but there's still a little bit of confusion, and hopefully we're gonna have a few more answers in the next couple weeks, at least, I would hope. The fan just turned on, so it's blowing nice hot air on my back. Yeah, so unfortunately, I thought I was gonna have a little bit more updates for you guys when it comes to what's going on with his reserve stuff, but we still don't have that yet. I thought we'd have it by now, but I guess we don't. I guess just stay tuned, and hopefully in the next couple weeks, we're gonna have more updates. I would really hope. I hope all of this gets ironed out as soon as possible because, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of in limbo right now. I don't really know what's going on, and because me and Blake can't talk that frequently about this stuff, I feel like I'm kind of in the dark. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I know this vlog is kind of all over the place and there's just lots of like wordy updates, but I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. For today's question of the day, I know we haven't done one in a really long time. What is your favorite kind of soup? Because it's so cold here and it's so snowy and it's that time of year, I've really been loving comforting food lately, and so I've been kind of living off of the soup that I made, which is really good, but I'm wanting to make some different kinds of soup. So let me know your favorite soups in the comments down below, and bonus points if you can provide a recipe for me because I would love to experiment with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye!